welcome to my kitchen. My name is Sherry, and today we're going to be making mozzarella stuffed Funyon rings. Sounds intriguing, doesn't it? Anyway, before I get started, let me just say, if this is your first time here, you love food, you love fun, you're in the right spot. Hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you don't miss anything new. All right, so I was on maybe Facebook or YouTube. I'm not sure which one the other day, and I think it was Food Steez. That doesn't even make any sense. Food Steez. S-T-E-E-Z. I think that's how you spelled it. Anyway, they had a video, and it was for basically the same thing I'm going to do here. It's like an onion ring inside of an onion ring, and in between those is mozzarella cheese, and then they breaded it with flaming hot Cheetos and fried it. So when you cut into it, you got all this gooey cheese. And anyway, it looked fabulous, but I feel like everybody's coating everything in Cheetos lately. And I love Cheetos, but you know what I love more is Funyuns. So I thought, how perfect, because they're already onion flavored. They're going to go great with the onions, right? So mozzarella stuffed Funyon rings. That's what we're making. So the first thing we want to do is get our Funyon coating. So I've got my food processor here, which I'm kind of even embarrassed to show. Paper Chef doesn't sell a food processor. I broke my old one, so when I was at Aldi's the other day, or a couple weeks ago, I saw this one, and I thought, oh, perfect, it's like 30 bucks. I picked it up. Listen to the buttons on this thing. Can you hear that? It's like a kid's toy. But it works, or at least until I get a better one. I should have just got on Amazon and got one. Oh, I think I might have too many in here. I should eat some. I love Funyuns. All right, we're going to put the lid on. If I can fit it on there. Oh, I told you it was cheap. There we go. Couldn't get it. We're just going to pulse it a couple of times. I think that looks good. Maybe I should have bought 2 bags. I don't know how many we're going to get to be able to make out of this, but anyway, next thing I want to do is set this aside, start working on cutting my onions, but I'm also going to go ahead and get out my deep fryer and let that start warming up while I cut my onions. All right, so we got our fryer heating up. The next thing to do is to slice our onions. And I'll show you, I normally use this to slice my onions. So it's just like a mandolin. It's got 3 different settings, so 1, 2, and 3. So basically like onion rings. Maybe I want to fry up some squash. Maybe I want some really thin potatoes for potato chips. So that's your different thicknesses. And if you push it all the way forward, it has a guard so you don't hurt yourself. Which it actually has a guard that you put over the food when you do it too. I'll never use it. Anyway, because I want these even thicker, I'm going to just use my knife and cut them. I'm not quite sure how thick I need them either. So I'm thinking I should have got a couple of bags of Funyuns though. I don't know if that's going to be enough. But looking at the texture of it, you know what you could use is add a little bit of panko to that if you needed, you were down to the last bit of your onion and wanted to be able to use it. Okay, so, oops, that went all crazy. Let's try one more slice here. Okay, so now what I want to do is take the bigger rings and I cut into it on the side on accident. Oh, look at that. Okay. Again, this is my first time making these, so wish me some luck. So what I want to do is do it like that. How do I say that? So skip every other ring. There's number 3. I'm not going to get very many, am I? Let's see. 4 and 5. Count these up. And I think I may have cut through all of this. I don't know. That's a little odd shaped anyway. We don't want to use those. I got 5. Does that one go here? Yeah. Okay. So next thing I need to do is slice some mozzarella. So I've got, well, it's already sliced. I need to cut it now. So we're going to cut it in pieces. And we're going to put it on the inside. Just like that. All right, so I'm going to finish doing these real quick. All right, so I have all my onion rings stuffed, and I'll tell you what I did. I actually kind of doubled up on the cheese. I didn't feel like it was quite thick enough that whenever I picked them up, I felt like they were going to fall apart. So I doubled up on the cheese. Now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to dip these in flour. And I might do these just like individually. Let's like dip them all in flour first. See, they're wanting to fall apart. They made it look so easy. Isn't that how it always is, though? Try to hold it together. All right, 2 more here. And I know when you bread stuff, it's supposed to be like dry hand, wet hand, dry hand, wet hand, but I am just no good at that. All right, I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to make some more of these later, so. Next thing I've got is some egg that I've mixed together with milk. And so I'm going to go, I probably need another plate. I think today is going to be like, how many plates can I dirty up? Okay, so I'm going to dip it in the egg mixture. So it's just a little bit of egg, a little bit of milk, and then into my Funyuns. I'm going to try to do this wet hand, dry hand. See what happens. Ooh, those are looking pretty, though. So I want to make sure it's really kind of coated. And I think they dipped theirs twice, but for the sake of not wanting to get my egg mixture all dirty, I'm going to coat them all once, and then I'll go back for, we'll go back for a second dip. So I'm going to finish these. All right, they've all got one coating, so now we're going to go in for our second coating and hope that the first coating doesn't fall off. I've had that happen quite a few times. Looking good. Actually, it kind of looks like a donut right now. All right, so I'm going to finish doing our double dip on the rest of these. All right, they all have a double coating on them now. And I will say it's a good thing I only did 5 because look, I'm already out. That was a whole bag. I know it was opened when you seen me put it in the food processor, but that was because somebody found that bag and I caught them opening it the other day and I snatched it out of their hand. I said, no, that's for my onion rings. So actually there was none that had been eaten out of that. That's a full bag right there and we were only able to do 5. So this is going to be a very expensive appetizer. I also have too much egg and too much flour. So. All right, I'm going to put this here. I'm going to pull my fryer back. Oh, I forgot to show y'all, look, what I found when I was cutting my cheese. Look, little hearts in the cheese. I didn't do that. Those were in there. How cute, right? If you guys know me very well, I love hearts. Okay. I think I'm going to do these 2 at a time. And I might have my fryer up a little too high. I got it on 375. I'm not sure that needs to be that high. So I'm just going to do, like I said, 2 at a time. And I'm not quite sure how long these need to cook for. My concern is that just like a mozzarella stick, if you fry it too long, then the cheese starts coming out everywhere. But I definitely want my onion rings to be done because you have the onion ring that's in the center and I don't want that to be too raw. So we just want them to get a nice crispy golden coating on them, I guess. I don't know. Oh, one other thing I wanted to do, though, is I do know that I love honey mustard with my onion rings. So I've got a little bit of honey here, and I'm just mixing equal parts honey and mustard. And I'm going to put in just a little bit of horseradish. I like horseradish. And you could actually add some mayonnaise to this, too. But this is how I'm going to make it today. I make honey mustard all different types of ways. And you can leave the horseradish out if you don't care for horseradish. Those are looking good. Gosh, I only have 5, so there's 4 of us in the house, so who's going to get the extra one? Me, I cooked them. This isn't the prettiest looking honey mustard, but it'll do the trick. I probably won't need all this, so I'm probably going to need to put this in a container. And I'm going to put this in here. I'm just going to put myself just a little bit in here so I can try it with my onion ring. And the rest of this I'll put in a container. All right, how are we looking? They look like they're done. So let's take one out. Which one should we cut? The bigger one or the little one? So basically what I want to do, I see the cheese coming out, so I think I pulled them just in time. I can see that cheese oozing right now. So, let's see here. Grab a think I'm going to cut this one. I can see the cheese. Ooh, I think it's a perfect fry on there too. Look at that. Well, you almost have to cut the onion to get, it is, I don't know. Didn't look like theirs. Look at mine. Mm-mm-mm. It is good though. It's hot. What I need to do is go like that. Now you can kind of see the cheese in there. So you can't just break it apart so you can see the cheese because then the onion doesn't break. So you almost have to cut it first. But look at the cheese coming out. I might have actually liked the Cheeto better. I like the Funyon, but I feel like it's kind of missing something. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That is really good.